Okay, folks, Attack Wing fans, we're doing this again. The Klingons versus Federation, except with a major change. Klingons obviously are the same, but I do have to say that I did make a mistake. The very last playthrough I did, I accidentally grabbed the wrong photon torpedoes for the Groth. So these guys actually have 62 points. I'm gonna keep them the same because I think the next build has a possibility of winning. So, and plus, I remember the Groth really wasn't that much of a factor at the last playthrough, so I lucked out there. But you guys can comment below if you think I should, switch it back and try to do it again. And maybe it was a little unfair, the 2 points, because it basically it was the photon torpedoes that were on for all the other playthroughs for the Klingons was only 4, roll 4 for the attack. Pretty much the same type of photon torpedoes, except they were only worth 3 squad points instead of 5. So, like I said, accidentally 2 squad points more, so it was 62, and then the other Federation was, 60. So we're gonna keep that the same. Just because, Federation wants revenge, just say, okay, take your 2 squad points and go from there. So now, the Federation build, here it is. Captain Kirk is going to be in the retrofit, or the refit, I should say, not retrofit. Refit Enterprise, which basically is, I think, well, I have it right here, the Tiny Prize. It has one more shield, so, and I played it in the last playthrough. If you watch it, there was the named USS refit. It has, you disable up to 2 of your active shields. For each shield you disable with this action, gain +1 attack die for all of your attacks with your primary weapon this round. So that's the named Enterprise refit. So, all right, now we'll talk about Captain Kirk. Here he is. I've used him before. He lost against the Klingons before. I don't know if I did a playthrough. I'm pretty sure I didn't. Excuse me, I did a playthrough, but I didn't. This is the first time he's actually on my YouTube channel. So with his action here is any Federation elite upgrades you purchase for Kirk cost exactly 3 squad points and are placed face down beside his card. So basically it's like secret or whatever, but I'm not going to place him face down because it's just me playing, so whatever. Each upgrade remains face down until you decide to use it, and then it is turned face up for the rest of the game. So interesting enough, this is a 60-point build. It was confusing me earlier because I had figured it all out, and then I tried to make sure if it was right, and then I thought I was over squad points. But actually, the 2 elite upgrades he's going to get is, the first one is going to be Engage. That's worth 3 squad points. And again, remember, purchase for Kirk costs exactly 3 squad points. Well, it doesn't matter, it's only 3. It's already 3, so it doesn't matter. If you perform a green maneuver this round, you may immediately perform an additional green maneuver of your choice. Place an auxiliary power token beside your ship. So that's pretty handy. I like that. It's going to give him more, basically, it's going to give him more maneuverability with these guys, which is going to help a lot because the Klingons seem to be outmaneuvering the Federation. So even though he's only 1 ship, we'll see how that goes. So that's his first elite upgrade, and he gets to have 2. So here you go. The next one is Cheat Death. This is really good for Kirk. I mean, he seems to cheat death in everything he does. And it says if your ship is worth 5 squad points normally, but with him it's going to be only 3. So that's where I gain some more abilities for less points there. But if your ship was just destroyed, discard this card to remove damaged cards 1 at a time from your ship card until the amount of damage is 1 point less than your hull value. Flip all remaining damage cards face down. So yeah, that's kind of cool. So it basically, you cheat death, you repair your hulls. This is what it looks like to me. All right, so that's cool. But it's only one. It's only one shot, so you discard it, which makes sense. Gives you another chance to come back. So, okay, so those are the 2 squad points, or the 2 elite techs, elite upgrades or whatever. Which, that's the captain itself, so not the ship. Then you look at the ship, and you're allowed to have one weapon upgrade. It's the named Enterprise, so I chose to use these photon torpedoes. So that's going to be 5 points, and these are going to be handy. I don't have a rear firing arc, but still, photon torpedoes do some good damage. Roll 5, the attack dice are roll 5. So, and you also may convert 1 battle station result into 1 critical result. And you may fire this weapon from your forward or rear firing arcs. Like I said, I don't have a rear firing arc for that named ship for the refit, so there's that. Then I get to have, with the ship, I get to have 1, 2, 3, 4 crew. So no tech upgrades, but 4 crew, so that's nice. So my first choice, of course, was Spock, and he's worth 5 squad points. And if your ship has a scan token beside it when you attack, you may convert all of your battle station results into hit results. So that's kind of cool. You don't even need a battle station token next to you. So it basically gives you more options. You can scan, knock the enemy's defense die down by 1, and then it's just cool. I like it. So yeah, that's Spock. And then we have Montgomery Scott. He's worth 5 squad points. This is going to be an action. You disable 2 of your shields in order to gain +2 attack dice. Now this is interesting because I don't know if this is a if I can actually do this with, or actually no, I can't, because these are separate actions. So, but this kind of gives you an either or. So I picked him because you disable, on the named ship, you disable up to 2 of your active shields. For each shield you disable with this action, gain +1 attack die for all of your attacks with your primary weapon. His says disable 2 of your shields in order to gain +2 attack dice this round. It doesn't say for primary weapon. So if I got my photon torpedoes going, I probably could use him to increase not just 1 attack dice, but 2. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty handy. Or I can repair 1 shield token and reduce your total attack dice by 2 this round. So, but the only thing is they both require an action. This would definitely be devastating with well, actually no, I was thinking of Picard, but I think he can only do the free action on the bars below. But either way, but that's still pretty interesting. So that's why I picked him up. Good choice there. Good handy. We'll see how it works. And then my next crew member is going to be Geordi LaForge. He's worth 4 squad points. If your ship has a scan token beside it, you may force 1 ship you attack this round to reroll 1 defense die of your choice. So that's kind of handy. And again, it's not an action, so I'm pretty sure the way it works with the crew that doesn't say action there, I'm pretty sure they're just always, you can always do that whenever, because it's part of your crew, so that's just automatic, which is handy. And then I picked up this guy, Conmel. He's a Klingon. He costs 5 squad points because it's cross-faction, and this is an action. If your ship is not cloaked, which it's not, you may repair 1 shield token. So I could use him to repair shields if I want without doing any reduction of my dice or my attack dice. So that's kind of interesting. I like that. You know, I'm never going to be cloaked with the Enterprise, so, and it also tallied up my total points to 60 with him. So we're going to do a point check real quick. This is 24 points. The named ship, and then with Kirk, he's worth 6, so that's 30 points right there already. Boom, those two things. So then we're going to grab the elite talents here. Cheat death is only worth 3 because remember we told you that that's one of Kirk's perks, or one of his abilities is any Federation upgrade you may purchase with Kirk costs exactly 3. So there you go. So that's 33 points for that, and then with this other 3 it's gonna be 36 points. So far we're only at 36 points. Now with the crew, we got let's see, 30. I said that was 36. So we'll just throw down Geordi LaForge. He's 4, so that's 40 points. And then we got 50 points right here with these two guys. 50 points. And then this guy is going to be 55 points because remember we said you got that penalty, the faction penalty. So he's 55 points, and then we got the photon torpedoes, which is 5 points. That equals 60 points total. So this is going to be interesting. I'll see you guys on the battlefield here, and I'm really rooting for Kirk. He's got a full line of tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, I'm really hoping these guys have 62 points, like I said, and they have 2 ships, so they could really do some damage to Kirk. But we're going to see what happens. He may get roasted right away, I don't know. But we're going to find out, so catch you later. Planning phase and movement phase have been completed. 2 has been completed, but so the Martaw went first. He obviously cloaked, and then this round he did evade. This guy, they're trying to play it cautious. This guy did a 4 and a 3. He did a 4, 4. He did a 4 and a 3, and then he did a battle stations. Captain Kirk did a 4 and then a lazy 3, and then for his action he target locked the Groth. So we'll see what happens here. He gets to go next because he has a higher captain skill, so he gets to fire. He can fire at this guy. Probably not a good idea because he's got this target lock on here. I think I'm gonna have him fire at probably some photon torpedoes at the Groth and see what happens. Hopefully he can do some pretty good damage with the attack of 5. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do. I have to look at my options here. I didn't disable any shields, and I already did my action, so yeah. And I don't have a scan token, so I'm pretty sure my crew is just on idle right now, because Spock would only be if you have a scan token beside it. You know, for your ship, then you convert all your battle station rolls into hit results. So nothing going on there. And then Montgomery Scott's only offensive is disable 2 of your shields in order to gain +2 attack dice at this round. And then Geordi LaForge, same thing. He's got the scan token thing, so that's no go. And then this guy's just a shield repairer. So yeah, we're good there. We're just gonna do a regular attack. So all right, I'll show you the results after we're done. This was the shortest game in history. Captain Kirk just got obliterated by the Vorcha, or the Vorcha class, the Martaw dude. First off, Captain Kirk fired his torpedoes at the Groth. He only got, I think he got 2 hits, and then he made him re-roll 1, and then it ended up only being 1 hit. It was 2 hits, and then he converted. No, I'm sorry. It was 2 hits in a battle station, I think. No, I forget now. I don't remember. But anyway, he only got 1 shield down from the Groth. That was it. And then the Groth fired next because he's next pilot or next next in line, and he took out 3 of the Enterprise's shields with his photon torpedoes. No crits or anything like that. So 3 shields were gone, right? So they both used their target locks. They both disabled their proton torpedoes. The Martov, however, didn't have a target lock, so he couldn't use his photon torpedoes, but he still has a attack of 5 with his primary weapon. Well, guess what? He freaking hit with all 5. So here you go. Here's your freaking shield, his last shield he took out, and then freaking 4 hits to his hull, dead. This is the fastest game in history since I've been doing these playthroughs. I can't believe that even just happened. I didn't even get a chance to use any of my crew members. Oh, I have cheat death. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I forgot about cheat death. Okay, I'll be back. That's funny. Okay. Am I doing this backwards? Okay, I'm back. I used the cheat death card, and I read it, and it just says, if your ship was just destroyed, discard this card to remove damage cards 1 at a time from your ship card until the amount of damage is 1 point less than your hull value. Flip all remaining damage cards. So I believe what they're saying here is, I've never used it before. They're saying that you remove the damage cards and then you have 3 damage and I have 4 hull. So I hope I'm right here. It says yeah, it just says why you would remove more than 1 card. I don't get like what they're saying there. Like, why does it say remove cards 1 at a time from your ship card until the amount of damage is 1 point less than your hull value? Now, are they saying the damage that you have now, or are they saying remove the cards like 1, 2, 3, and then that's 1 less than my hull value? Flip all remaining damage cards face down. I'm confused by this, but it does say cards with plural. So if your ship was just destroyed, discard this card to remove damage cards 1 at a time from your ship card until the amount of damage is... Okay, that actually makes sense. So they're saying remove these cards. So 1, 2, 3, that's the amount of damage that you just removed is 1 point less than your hull value. Flip all remaining damage cards face down. So if there was a critical, you would flip that face down, I guess. So I believe that's what this means. You guys can beat me up, comment below if I'm getting this wrong. So that's quite a cheat death if that's the case, where you're, because it does say cards plural. It says remove them 1 at a time from your ship card until the amount of damage, it should say the amount of damage removed is 1 point less than your hull. That would eliminate the confusion. But I kind of understand what they're saying. They're saying, you know, you're removing damage cards 1 at a time. So 1, 2, 3, you get to that number, you look at your hull. Okay, that's 1 point less than my hull, so that's 3 damage you move. I believe that's what they mean. So that's quite a little handy trick right there. So yeah. So there you go. Cheat death I can't use anymore. So now everybody went. So this goes away. The battle station thing goes away. The evade goes away. His cloak goes away because he fired. So he re-enabled his shields. Yeah, so now it's the movement phase now. Or planning phase, I should say. And that was crazy. That if I didn't have that cheat death card, I would have got killed right there. So there should be interesting next round. All right. Interesting. This is really crazy game drama. So he went first. He did a lazy 2. And then his action was to target lock the Enterprise. He did a lazy, I say a lazy, he did a 1 maneuver forward. And then he re-enabled his photon torpedoes. And then this guy, Kirk, said, I'm getting the hell out of here. These guys are messing me up. He did a soft 2 or a green 2. And he used his engage elite talent for his action. It says, if you perform a green maneuver this round, you may immediately perform an additional green maneuver of your choice. Place an auxiliary power token beside your ship. So he did a lazy 2 and then a straight 2. They're both green maneuvers. He used this, and it's just an action card, so it's not a discard or anything, and it's not a enable or disable thing. You just part of your action, and that was it. That's all he could do. So interesting. We'll do the next planning phase, see what happens. Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. This is definitely a different flavor of the game here. I thought for sure he was dead, but I forgot about that cheat death card. He used it. Can't cheat death anymore. So yeah, here we go. So we're back. Not very eventful, but as you can see, the Enterprise is getting the hell out of there. She wants to reset. I did a hard 2 with him. He's gonna cloak this round. He still got his target lock on the Enterprise. He did a whip-de-doo 3, you know, come about. He's under stress now, or auxiliary power. And yeah, that's it. So the Enterprise is playing it smart right now. Gonna reset. Hope I can repair some shields and come back to the fight. So, and stay away from the damn Martoth as much as possible. I'm gonna try to see what I can do. So, alright. Thanks. We'll see what happens next. So he did a 2 forward. Got rid of his auxiliary power token. Went to battle stations. He did a lazy 3, I think. Didn't really do any action. He's still got the target lock on the Enterprise. He's still cloaked. Can't reach him with anything. Just out of range. Oh shit. Yeah, he's just out of range. Enterprise did a green 2 and got rid of his auxiliary power token, and he repaired a shield. Gotta stop doing that. And he repaired a shield with this guy, Conmel. So that was his action. If your ship is not cloaked, you may repair 1 shield token. So he did that. I was gonna use Scotty, but Scotty says repair 1 shield token and reduce your total attack dice by 2. I could have done that, but it's still 1 shield, so I was like, whatever. Not really worried about that. I got 1 shield left, so that's it. Next round should be just as boring. I'm gonna try to repair shields on the Enterprise and see what happens. Okay, so the 2 shields I just repaired with the Enterprise are gone. He missed though. Well, the Enterprise shot, and he evaded both because the Enterprise only has 3 on his primary. His photon torpedoes are loaded. This is gone now. His photon torpedoes are loaded, but he didn't have a target lock because he was too busy repairing his shields. So he missed, or he missed, and he missed. So that didn't. Nothing happened there. And then he shot and got 2 hits. With his 6 attack dice. And I didn't have any battle station results with him, thank goodness, otherwise he could have re-rolled it or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, not too eventful. Kind of lucky for the Enterprise. Good thing that she repaired her shields. And yeah, here we go. Could be a long. This could be a long game. Messy here. All right. Well, the Vorcha went. What did he do? He went forward 3. Rearmed his photon torpedoes for his action. The Groth did a lazy 2 maneuver, and then he did his target lock on the Enterprise. The Enterprise did his engage again. Seems to be a really, really good. I've never used engage before. It's a really good maneuver though. So he went lazy 2, green, which is a green maneuver, then a forward 2, which is another green maneuver, and then he's got his auxiliary power going. So yeah, that seems to be a nice, hey, I'm out of here type of maneuver that he's doing. So I do like it. I'm kind of surprised by it. Yeah. So, alright, that's it. We'll see what happens next. Okay, they're all in auxiliary right now. So, yeah. They both did a 3 come about. He did... Oh wait, I didn't move him yet. My bad. I'll be right back. 4, which is not a green maneuver, so he's still in auxiliary. They did the 3 whoop-de-woos, so now they're going to be given chase, so yeah. Be back. This is taking a while. Enterprise was able to reset and repair 1 shield. Unfortunately, I did take 1 shield down from the Groth, but the Groth took the Enterprise shield down and got another hole in there with his photon torpedoes. So not too good for the Enterprise and Captain Kirk. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do now. We'll see what happens next. The Martov was not in range, obviously, but I definitely don't want to tangle with him. So I'm probably gonna have to evade them both again and hope for the best, pretty much. A little interesting. The Martov did a lazy 2, and then the Groth did a freaking come about 3 in anticipation of what the Enterprise is gonna do. And the Enterprise did its engage again. He did his soft 2 this way, and then green maneuver, and then another green maneuver 2 forward, which he did get himself out of harm's way of the Martov, but unfortunately he's in line with the Groth, but the Groth couldn't reload his torpedoes because he did auxiliary maneuver. So yeah, interesting. This engage maneuver has saved the Enterprise probably 3 times now. I'm not really keeping track. I guess we'll see on the video. But now the Enterprise gets to fire at the Martov. But the Martov's cloaked, so we'll see what happens there. I'm not really anticipating any type of luck shot, but you never know. We'll see. Because he gets like 5 evade dice. Oh, actually, wait. He will get 4. Because he's close. So let me see. He'll get 4 attack dice because he's using his primary weapon. And then, yeah, he's 1 away. So, and the Martov can't fight back, can't fire back. So actually, this might be okay for the Enterprise to get that lucky shot in there. That was a good maneuver for the Enterprise. Alright, so I'll let you know what happens. I don't have any special scan things or anything like that. I have no more shields left, so I can't disable shields and do anything like that. I'm an auxiliary anyway, so kind of makes me wonder if I chose the original Enterprise, since the original Enterprise can still do actions while it's an auxiliary. I'm kind of curious if if that would have made the difference, but we'll see. But actually, the original Enterprise I think only has a hull of 3, or no, I can't remember. No, I think it's got 4 hull. I can't remember. I think it just has 3 shields. So all right. Anyways, we'll be back. got in and destroyed the Enterprise. I pretty much whiffed the Martov. I rolled 4 because he was 1 away. I think I got 2 hits on there, and then he, with all 5 of his evade dice, he had 2 evades, so it was a complete miss. But I looked over here on his ship. It actually says any ship attacking you at range 1 rolls 1 attack die. It didn't matter. I mean, I should have only rolled 3, even though I rolled 4. So yeah. So then the Groth fired its main weapons. He's 2 away. I thought it was 3 away, but he's only 2 away. Do the measurement. So the Enterprise only got 1 evade dice and rolled the battle station. So it got killed. And there were 2 crits too. So yeah, one was starting the round after you receive this card. Treat your captain's skill value at 0, which didn't matter anyway. I mean, he would have been 0, but and then immediately receive 1 auxiliary power token for the power disruption. He already had an auxiliary power token, so which is actually an interesting thing. I mean, could you get more than 1 auxiliary power token and then just have to do your green maneuvers to get rid of them? That'd be kind of interesting gameplay. I never thought of that. There is multiple systems on the Enterprise, so that would kind of make sense. You know, they have auxiliary power and battery power and all that, and that'd be another interesting thing to do too, like a house rule. You could say if you get more than 1 auxiliary power token, that's basically battery power, so your ship can't even move until it repairs that. Basically, it's like almost like a lost turn, I guess. So it just kind of sits there, can't move, can't freaking do shit. Maybe it can repair shields. No, it can't, because that'd be an action. But if you had a crew member that can get rid of your auxiliary power tokens, that'd be handy. But I don't know. That'd be a cool house rule. Once you get 2 auxiliary power tokens, you can't maneuver. So, anyways, valiant effort by Captain Kirk. Unfortunately, makes me wonder if I shouldn't use the original tiny prize. But then again, with the tiny prize with that 1 less shield, would it have taken too much damage? I don't know. I had to use cheat death anyway. The first couple rounds, I got nailed. Yeah. But that Groth, I didn't think it was going to be much of a threat, but he's been... Man, that thing just messed me up, dude. Like, even with his primary weapon, he just rolled 2 crits. And I couldn't evade it, so... Anyways, thanks for watching. I may or may not put this one up. Just in shame of Captain Kirk's loss. He did put up a good fight. This engage thing was really nice. I do like that. But like I said, with the tiny prize, you can do your actions with auxiliary power. So that would be interesting to use the tiny prize next time. And it's less points. I think it's two less points, maybe. I think it's like 22. So, you know, would that be enough to put something else on there with Captain Kirk? I don't know. I end up doing this one again. My next one is use the Wrath of Khan, or use Khan Singh. And I'm going to do an interesting scenario with him where, yes, he's fighting with the Federation, but he's not really going to be with them. I'm going to put him off to the side. And the way I'm going to do it is, he's going to kill, especially if it's Captain Kirk, for sure, on the Federation side. He's going to try to kill the Klingons, take them out, because he wants to kill the Enterprise himself, or Captain Kirk himself. So yeah, I don't know, that would be an interesting scenario because he's independent on the freaking Reliant. Yeah, could be pretty powerful though. So it's gonna be basically 3 separate factions going at it, where his motivation is to get rid of the Klingons because they want to kill, you know, obviously the Federation or Captain Kirk or whatever. but he wants to kill them so that he can kill him. So that'd be an interesting battle, to where, you know, he's kind of helping the Federation by killing the Klingons, but at the same time, you kind of want him to die. So maybe use him as like a, you know, cannon fodder, like let him do his thing with the Klingons, and then and he may just disable them. He may try to get a critical in there so that they're slower, and then he may turn on the Enterprise. He may turn on Captain Kirk and try to take him out, you know, and then just basically leave the scene. That would be interesting as hell game. Like, if he gets in there, does his damage enough to the Klingons where they can't really attack the Federation, or they're just not as maneuverable or whatever, and then goes ahead and takes out Captain Kirk and then leaves the scene. That would be amazing. For another day, but anyways. Or he just commits suicide to take out the Klingons, and then, yeah, then the Federation wins that way. So, I don't know. It'd be interesting anyway. But anyways, I'll catch you later. Thank you for watching.